Hi everyone! I got 12 here, and yes, Victor is also here as well. We're gonna be playing Stardew today. I have switched back to OBS Studio. Wait, you go first?
Go on.
I have switched back to regular. Ugh.
We've got quite a bit to talk about, considering the latest Nintendo Direct, so go ahead, Connor.
Tomodachi Life! And a new Rhythm Heaven game. Safe to say, I am hyped. Also, clever idea with the virtual game cards. What do you know? What do you think about it?
I think it's very pro-consumer, which kind of makes me wonder one thing. What did they do with Nintendo?
Yeah. Who are you and what did you do with Mr. Miyamoto? By the way, the game is ready. I'm waiting for you. Does the button work?
Sorry about that. I wasn't quite
ready.
Wasn't quite ready yet, which is kind of odd considering how much we've been postponing the launch of this stream.
Yeah, I was in Amsterdam basically all day.
Alright, you said you loaded the game?
Yes.
You're not joinable.
Oh
so
no.
Did you do co-op and not load?
I did co-op, I think. I'm
Right.
just gonna go back to. I'm gonna drop back to title and just go back to stream view.
Yeah.
Host root farm. Does it say you are now hosting a multiplayer game? And it doesn't show anything about the. It doesn't show a share code.
Right. Could you do a screen share on Discord for a second?
Let me just do an invite. See if that does the trick.
That could also work. I'm saying could because I'm not sure if it will work. Yeah, there it is.
Let's see it. There you are, and let's go into this.
Yeah.
What was it again that we were up to?
That's the question that is always asked when we
no mail. We have this.
We played again.
Gold bars.
We were doing something with crops.
This all looks normal.
I was apparently doing making gold bars because I just had all the entire stockpile of gold ores.
Full eat. I'm going to go fishing.
Now, where did I put my watering can?
There is a steel watering can here.
Okay.
I'll take the iridium rod. I'm gonna go fishing.
Knock yourself out.
Time to fish. Oh look, there's stuff here. Oak resin. Oak resin. Oak resin.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I should probably replace one of those anytime soon. Because we could also really use stuff like pine tar and the other one.
The other one. Maple syrup.
Maple syrup, yeah.
To town. That was quick. But yeah.
Next. Rhythm Heaven, I'm honestly quite indifferent about, to be honest. But the new Tomodachi Life, I'm definitely going to be picking that one up.
And yeah, same.
It's not because I have like any specific memories regarding Tomodachi Life. However, I have some really fond memories. Well, really fond memories I really liked Mitomo.
Mitomo was fun, yeah.
And from what I understand, that was heavily based on Tomodachi Life.
Yes, I think it was. Of course, it
Like
was
not
very
not in
much
a not in
built
a
around
master
the
flippy kind
player.
of way, but Tomodachi Life was the one comparison that many people brought up.
Yep.
And hey, why not, right? I mean, your investors want you to make a mobile game, so you make one based on something you've already got.
Of course. It's the easiest way to do it.
Yeah. And I wasn't even mad about it. Like I loved seeing Nintendo branch out to the mobile space.
Yeah, it was. Let's be honest.
Because because even though they're the one that the many people will remember the most, and I wouldn't say the most fondly, but the one that many people will remember the most, is Pokemon Go. But I've got way better memories of Mitomo.
Mitomo was fun.
But then I'm gonna be honest. Most of those memories are me laughing about being able to make my me swear.
I wonder
That's
if, yeah, Bidge Ash.
yeah.
By the way, I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about the game. Just, I wonder if it's going to be enhanced for Switch 2.
I did have I did go on the record and say that I would not be surprised if every game that they would show has a Switch 2 mode.
Yeah, like it.
And they're gonna do like a an Xbox One, Xbox Series style smart delivery system, which they'll likely keep up until they don't.
Yeah. So let's be honest. Microsoft has had a good idea there.
They had a good idea, but the execution was quite flawed in my opinion.
Yeah, because it was ultimately up to the developers slash publishers to enable
Exactly,
it.
and hence in 2022, a somewhat younger Victor decided to purchase a Xbox One copy of Battlefield 2042, and lo and behold, it was just an Xbox One copy. If he had purchased it on the online storefront, it would have been on both platforms, but not physical.
Yeah, and that wasn't even, as far as I know, Battlefield 2042 wasn't even actually proper smart delivery. It was dual entitlement
Yeah,
because
it
EA had to do their own thing to incentivize
yeah.
early purchases,
Well, either early purchasers or you know, come to think of it,
discouraging secondhand.
was it on EA Play?
I think so.
Well, I know that the EA Play that you get with the Xbox on the Xbox,
It's slightly
um
delayed.
uh, unless it's hmm?
It's usually slightly delayed.
Well, not even slightly delayed, just significantly delayed. Like your um their game needs to be out for like um I want to say 2 3 year until they properly put it on there
At least half
on
a
G
year.
tier. On EA Play Pro, they of course put it on the very first day because yeah,
EA Play
that
Pro is
incentivize people.
yes. But yeah, did you hear the rumor that Microsoft's going to make a handheld? It's going to make
I
an official
mean,
Xbox handheld with the with Asus.
a part of me would welcome it, but I'm gonna be honest. I
It would likely be a Windows thing as well.
look, Xbox is one of those kinds of things where I welcome any effort, but they're going to have a terrible time trying to convince people to actually buy it. Because the ultimate question nowadays, when it comes to any Xbox stuff, is
When is it coming to
do I
PlayStation?
do I need it? Like, do I need anything from Xbox? if they're going to put it on PC anyway, if they're going to put it on PlayStation anyway, like it's very good what they did. Don't get me wrong, but they simultaneously built and destroyed the Xbox brand because Xbox no longer refers to a console. It refers to an ecosystem that is not an ecosystem. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
The thing is, I'm also thinking like PlayStation did, yeah, it kind of went completely wrong.
Yeah. I mean, they both made mistakes, but
Yep.
PlayStation still PlayStation is still ahead, and I don't really see that ever going to stop.
Yep. Because let's be honest, they are also very much going for buying up exclusivity.
Well, I mean, they are and they aren't. I still recall being very on board for the idea um, of Sony purchasing a division of Ubisoft, for example. Unfortunately, that privilege did not go to Sony. It went to Tencent, and I'm
Yeah.
glad that I got Assassin's Creed Shadows when I did,
Oops.
because I really don't because I really don't want to support Tencent. What kind of boots did you get?
I accidentally bought the work boots.
You don't need those.
Yeah,
I think you got
accident.
better
As I
boots.
said, accidentally.
It's fine. It happens. And believe me, if we if we keep track on who wasted the most money in this entire playthrough,
It's you.
I'm still leagues ahead of you. I mean, to be fair, most of them weren't wastes of money. They were investments, but
Yeah,
it
it
kept us
wasn't.
from buying
Uh,
it kept us from buying the nice stuff like decorations.
yeah, but do I even do anything with decorations?
Yeah. Look, we'll get to decorating the farm in a second year. All right. As of this moment, we are about one thing and one thing only:
Money.
making money and kicking Joja's ass.
Hell yeah.
So that's two things.
Can I get an amen?
I'll um I'll see if I can call someone.
Can I get a hell yeah?
So yeah, as I've already told in private, I went bowling today, and we had
Bowling.
at a certain point we had a bit too much fun with the names and the ability to take our pictures. So
I need to check that. I'm gonna go. Luckily, I'm on. Luckily, Victor's POV is actually on a separate window, so I can just check it without disturbing the call.
yeah.
I intentionally did that. Where the heck is your server again? It's kind of buried.
Yeah, it happens.
Very the platypus, and of course,
Yeah. To be
born
fair,
Freek.
it was an easy joke to make with him.
No, Toby Fox, Freek Vonk, and then with a picture of David Hasselhoff.
Yeah. I wanted to do the picture of Freek Fong, but I thought it would be more funny to do the
My
picture
good
of David
night.
Hasselhoff.
Yep.
I wanted to see if I could get myself if I get something like really funny with myself. There was only one problem. You might know that my humor is a bit out there. I wouldn't say it's not safe for work, but I would say that for some ears and eyes, it's not suitable. And we just happen to be bowling like right next to a children's birthday party. well, children, they were pretty clearly like right on the edge of puberty, and they were kind of at some point they kind of just started saying our names,
Yep.
and I was like, okay,
Let
please
me
back
check
off.
weather. Cloudy with gusts of wind.
Don't forget to switch back to your own POV.
Oh yeah. The weather is gonna
Hey,
be cloudy with gusts of wind.
we got over 100 hardwood, so I think that's enough for one of the house upgrades.
Hell yeah. Let me just move this light over here.
Yep.
There. Now to tuck in.
Yeah, it is time for that, isn't it?
It is time to go to. Me, 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 me. Just honk shoe. Also, I have two stress toys. Stress ball and an airplane.
Nice.
Yes.
Wow,
Thank you, fucker.
you went fishing.
Note: Fokker is an aviation company here in the Netherlands. It's one of the old ones. I fished. It's also gonna be heckin' windy today.
Oh, we got I think the eggplants are finished.
Oh really? It's harvest time.
Yeah. Yep, we got eggplants.
Yo.
Did we need them for the full crops bundle? Yes, we do.
Here,
All right.
have some more.
You get to take them to the community center.
Oh, I tossed them over to you. Toss them
Oh.
back, bud.
Then
I'm gonna go ahead and pet the cows. Judge. Ringo. Judge.
there you go.
To the community center.
Da 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 da
Dun
da da
dun
da
dun dun to the MC.
Yeah, that is I mean, I don't think I've heard of people getting like into serious trouble because they were like mimicking a certain song, but I would not be surprised.
Yeah, me neither. Warner Brothers is actually going after people for using the Minecraft soundtrack.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Wow. You know, you kind of think that Warner Brothers at this point would want to get as much attention as possible for the Minecraft movie. As much many people, you know, sharing it, be like, look,
It's
it's gonna be
relatable.
epic, right? But no, they do the other strategy to make loads of money. Except in the long term, it's not really going to get them loads of money.
Probably. I mean, I'm just gonna say it. Warner Brothers is one of the companies I don't really like.
I mean, a part of me kind of likes it. Like, I kind of view Warner Brothers as the less of all evils in the world where we've got, well, Disney. But at the same time, they apparently made a show on HBO Max with Logan Paul in it, and I'm like,
Yeah, no,
they
you're dead.
really, they really canceled like all these amazing movies so we can have that instead. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Why not Acme
I
versus
don't.
Coyote?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't mean to, you know, bash on Logan Paul, but obviously I do.
We wanted Coyote v Acme.
I mean, at least the from what I can gather, the day the world blew up is pretty well received, right?
Yep, and in the gaming space, it's thanks to Warner Brothers that we don't have the Nemesis system in more games.
Well, to be fair, I mean, let's be real, they invented it, so they get to have a copyright holding on it.
Yes, but then they shut down
If
the
only they
studio.
fucking use it.
Yep, now they're just being a copyright troll. Or a patent troll.
Yeah.
Because they shut down the studio that made the Shadow that made the Middle Earth games.
Yeah.
By the way, a game that probably would be fun for us to play as well. Split Fiction.
Yeah, I was actually quite curious about that one. I proposed doing that game for split screen, but Yu was quite quick to dismiss it, primarily because we haven't done It Takes Two yet. We did do A Way Out, and
Who
that was kind of one of the main reasons
cares?
um why I considered why I brought it up. Like
Yep.
he wants to do It Takes Two first if we proceed to do the David Serif games. And at
Yeah.
that point, I've already brought it up, but at that point, that means that we're gonna have to do Brothers Tale of Two Sons at one point.
Brothers, a tale of two sons.
And from what I can understand, people actually seem to be enjoying that one the most, which is kind of odd because if I recall correctly, didn't that game have like no voice acting whatsoever?
Yeah, I think it didn't have any voice in VO.
I mean, that's very interesting. But yeah,
Yep.
I do hope to maybe one day see if I can pick up the remake. Because at the end of the day, it is a pretty cool game, all things considered.
Most I've played of Brothers, a tale of two sons is, well, I've played the demo on Xbox 360.
Right, so you didn't get the achievement um for putting a little girl's ball into a well?
No, I didn't.
Right. Well,
Plus,
that's something you can do.
I wouldn't do it.
Not even for a Chivo.
I'm not a dick. But yeah, I would do something for Chivo. I'm not sure if it's that.
I guess it depends on how committed you are to a game.
Yeah, I mean, I did recently buy Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Yeah, I saw. And I think you even got more hours in it than I do.
It's fun.
It sure is. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. I still hold the opinion that a lot of the Assassin's Creed games are pretty good. But the one thing that I really like about Shadows in particular is that it's one of the only stealth games where you have two options for opening a door. The
Yeah,
first one being just opening it, second one being
breaking it
breaking
down.
it.
Yes, either you find the key and open it, or you use the brick shithouse that is Yasuke and just smash the door down.
Oh, I haven't reached a part where I can swap between Naoi and Yasuke.
Yeah, me neither, but I do know that Yasuke is a bit of a brick shithouse when it comes to power and defense.
Yeah, and that is one thing that I can admire quite a bit. But I also admired it when they did it for Assassin's Creed Syndicate, which, you know, basically did the same thing, only
Good
earlier.
old Syndicate.
But Syndicate is also one of those kinds of games where I feel like it's really good and people are unnecessarily hating on it. Like
Yep.
it's a one Assassin's Creed game where if I were to continue doing my reviews,
Bounce.
it's the one game alongside Unity that I'm actually kind of looking forward to.
Hey, if you're gonna do Black Flag, we need to at least do a shanty.
Yeah, I mean, I still don't know if how I'm going to tackle it if I ever get to Black Flag. But yeah, no, I'm already thinking of doing something like that. But
I
instead
mean,
of
you
a
could
classic
put the
sea
longest
shanty,
johns on the background.
But instead of like a typical sea shanty, we might be able to do an
Yo.
actual pop culture song and put that do that instead.
That's comedy, but that would be hilarious.
But also dangerous.
Yeah.
At the same time, I would be curious to see how Poker Face would be as a sea shanty.
Raw, 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 raw. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I
No,
mean,
but
a
do
sea
you
shanty normally
usually?
is a bit of a call and response structure.
Yeah. But no, I've already been
So
kind of considering how I'm going to handle it in 2022 even. And I got to a point where I kind of started rewriting in the Navy from the village people.
in the day.
But
Uh,
unfortunately, even if I were to do something like that, I'm gonna need like a whole bunch of other extra things. And let's be real, that's the kind of thing that would, were producing it would cost thousands of dollars, thousands of euros. Sorry,
an
um,
exorbitant amount of money. Plus, you would
and
have to get
the
the rights.
and the most I'd be willing to spend is, well, 50. I mean, I wouldn't even bother getting a dedicated camera. I would just, use my phone because,
Your phone camera is
well,
good now.
I mean, my phone camera has always been good, whether it was the Sony one or the S22 one. I
But in
always
general,
liked the way
phone
how much.
cameras have gotten really good in the past decade.
I mean, you've already seen the one picture that I took and sent in your server. Now, granted, I
Mhm.
do feel like a whole bunch of that photo was AI enhanced. So if it really was that sharp, I don't know. But for fuck's sake, I took a picture of the moon.
You shot at the moon.
Yeah, I took a pic of the moon. Like I just used the like X100 zoom on my phone, and yeah, I photographed the moon, and the
Again,
result.
you
I
shot the
mean,
moon.
it was pretty clear. It was kind of a low resolution, but it was really detailed.
Yeah. And in my case, you've seen the pictures I take.
Yeah. Well, I've seen some pictures.
A picture of Amsterdam in the during a foggy day, just something looking straight out of Dark Souls.
I mean, you'd be surprised how much like bog standard European locations can look like Dark Souls.
I meant like a big corporate area, like I meant more like a big corporate area that was basically foggy as all heck. So yes, it felt like Dark Souls or Persona 4. Oh, ads.
Oh, good thing the day is shutting off.
I I have mints. Also have two like one of those multi phone charger cables.
Ah, give me a minute.
Like 3 separate companies gave me that sort of stuff. One of which is government. Here we go again. Ad break ending in 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Spaghetti.
So speaking of government, have you seen those NL alert advertisements they're pushing?
No, I haven't.
Well, so far I've seen two of them. The first one being of a group of teenagers eating some spicy food, and one of them making a run for the tap, and then they get an L alert warning them not to drink the tap water. And the other one is of a housewoman who encounters a mouse and runs outside and then gets an L alert telling her to not be outside because of a, I don't know, a gas leak or something. And the whole thought of the advertising campaign is no matter what happens, follow the NL alert. I think it's a pretty powerful marketing campaign, but at the same time, like, you cannot go up against people's instincts. You just can't.
Yes.
At the same time, the one with the spicy food in particular, I kind of found it odd
Why is it
they were going for the
spicy?
tap anyway. Because I feel like at this point it's
And
pretty common
that's
knowledge that
if something's
if you eat
spicy,
if you eat
drink milk.
something spicy, drink milk.
Don't drink the water.
So yeah,
They put something in it to make you forget.
I mean, I usually know of a different don't drink the water, but that's more American and
Mm,
conspiracy.
it's a that what I just did was a Half-Life reference.
Ah, well, that's the problem. I still haven't played Half-Life.
Specifically Half-Life 2, and it's literally in the opening bit.
Okay, to be fair, I did play that, but I played it in VR, so I was more noticeable to different details.
Hello, Gordon.
Just the environment, basically.
Yeah, because let's be
At
honest,
the
playing
at the
Half-Life 2
same
in
time,
VR, it's a weird thing.
it's a okay. Here's the thing: it's a good port. Like the modding, the community who made the Half-Life 2 VR mod did amazing work. There's only one problem: Half-Life 2 is not a VR game. It's not designed to be a VR game, so it
It's
doesn't work as a VR game.
yep. What I can think about is if Half-Life 2 was in VR, you bet your ass I would be corner peeking.
Yeah, but I do need to go back to, well, pretty much most of my VR games. Like I've recently been getting back into Resident Evil 4 VR again, and it is genuinely amazing. But at
Ah,
the same time,
RE4ver.
also not quite. Because I got to a point where I noticed that I really needed to get a laser sight attachment for my gun, and to give the game credit, it was available. But I really feel like if you're playing the game in VR, you should have had the attachment automatically. That's something that Arizona Sunshine does. Um, if you are playing the game at a lower difficulty, you get a laser sight on your pistol
which is
and other weapons.
which is honestly a pretty nice thing to have.
It is.
It's straight up a nice to have.
Yeah.
It's huge.
So I do hope to continue Resident Evil 4 Remake VR. I hate saying Resident Evil 4 Remake VR. It's like, there already is a Resident Evil 4 VR, but it's on Oculus, or well, it's on Meta.
You immediately just hear me when you say oh, when you say oh, when you say meta, just
Like, like what is it with Resident Evil and Resident Evil VR stuff and being exclusive to like for stupid reasons? Like first we have Resident Evil 7, which is where the VR mode is exclusive for the to the PSVR 1. For some reason they didn't update it for the PSVR 2, which I really wish they did because they made a PS5 version of Resident Evil 7, and they bundled it together with Resident Evil 8 Gold Edition. So you get both gold editions at a pretty reasonable price. I, for example, picked up that bundle for $30.
for a girl 30 bones.
Like, I want Resident Evil 7 VR for the PS5. Is that really so difficult?
Or Resident
I
Evil 7 VR for the PC.
Well, I mean, that is the ideal timeline, but unfortunately, we don't live in the ideal timeline.
Capcom makes weird decisions.
Yeah, and I'm glad that most of their games don't stay exclusive for too long. But some of the modes, some of the DLCs, unfortunately, are not as lucky.
Yep. And then on PC, we have things getting a little bit more fragmented.
Yeah, at the same time, I am glad that PC gaming is a thing most of
Yep.
all, because it's an open platform and there's a lot of player choice that comes into place. That and of course, playing games online is free, and you don't really get the feeling that it's as monetized as the consoles are.
Yeah, I do have Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, but I don't need it to play this game online.
Yeah. No, I used to have Game Pass Ultimate, but that's because I actually have a next generation Xbox, but I don't really use it anymore. Like I kid you not, the one thing that I use it for the most in the last couple of weeks is actually watching 4K Blu-ray, which
Which Xbox is still very good at.
no the fuck they ain't. Because you know what, you know it's not available on the 4K Blu-ray player mode in on the Xbox.
HDR.
No, HDR is there. Dolby Vision isn't.
Ah,
Now, and I'm pretty sure that a lot of people know that Dolby is a company. And what do companies love?
license.
Yep, and I guess Microsoft was like, yeah, you know, we're not going to pay that license. But the Xbox Series still has Dolby Vision, even though there's hardly any games that support it. So, like, the only Dolby Vision they've got is Dolby Vision for gaming. And it just really fills me with envy. Because I got a handful of 4K Blu-rays over the last couple of weeks, and some of them are available with Dolby Vision. I cannot watch them in Dolby Vision. I can only watch them in box standard HDR. And believe me when I say that HDR makes a difference, and Dolby Vision also makes a huge difference. So while movies like Shawshank Redemption, Green Mile, um, Hot Fuzz, and I think the first Wonder Woman, while those don't have Dolby Vision, stuff like Bad Boys Ride or Die, Pulp Fiction, and some other, and the Sonic movies, they do have Dolby Vision. So I'm kind of at a crossroads right now. I'm genuinely considering picking up a 4K Blu-ray
Oh yeah,
player.
Pulp Fiction is the say what again? I dare you. I double dare you. Say one more.
Yeah, it's basically the movie where Samuel L. Jackson was at a Samuel L. Jackson.
Yes, that was peak Sam Jackson mode.
I mean, I always am a big sucker for his for his role in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. And I'm not only saying that because I fucking love Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
Look, I quote his whenever I see whenever I see someone play Halo 4, I immediately think of the Sam Jackson mode from the VGAs and from the VGAs. We gotta go back to Karen Station and kick his ass. Who's with me? Just the ending of that cutscene. Just now, I respect your position. If you don't go back to Karen Station right fucking now, I'm gonna AI my foot up your ass.
Wait, was that official or unofficial?
That was the VGAs being defeating the fucking VGAs.
All right.
That was awards show. It was not an official mode in Halo 4.
Okay, that's good.
Master Chief did win. Halo 4 did win an award that show.
Because I was already thinking, like, wait, was Samuel L. Jackson in one of the Halo games?
I mean, I would laugh if he was. Imagine Samuel L. Jackson as Avery Johnson. That would have been.
I'm gonna pretend like I know who that is. Then again, I do have the Halo Master Chief Collection on PC, so at the end of the day, it's really a matter of just me playing it.
I also have it on Xbox.
Does it have crossplay with Steam?
Yes. It's linked to the Xbox account system, so.
Okay. Well, yeah, but that doesn't automatically mean that it
bird,
has the
bird,
cross-platform.
Bird.
You know, I do still hope that they I do hope they at one point put a Halo Master Chief Collection on the Switch.
Hell yeah. Switch 2, perhaps. I don't think first gen Switch can. I don't think the Switch 1 can handle it.
Well, they can make it work. I kind of feel like that's the one thing people need to realize. The Switch is, in a way, holding the industry back, just like the Xbox Series S. Not sorry. They can make Halo Master Chief Collection work.
In a way, yeah. 40 FPS, 720p, it should be able to run.
And they never say never. They can always just do a cloud version.
I mean, they do have the infrastructure for it. Microsoft does have the infra for.
Are the cloud versions on Switch Azure based?
I don't know.
Right. Well, I mean, they're not very based. I can tell you that.
Fun fact. They could probably use Xbox Cloud Streaming as a backbone for the cloud versions of MCC.
Yeah.
So even though it's technically the Nintendo Switch version, it would still be on Xbox. Still be running on Xbox. Of course, they would have to actually make sure if it's MCC playing on Switch that they don't require that they don't require a Game Pass subscription.
Yeah. Also, some of the seeds just bear fruit, and I kind of feel like we need some additional seeds to make this full again.
Got it. I'll head to the market.
Yeah.
I'll head to Pierre's. How much?
Let's go with I want to say 30 for now.
30 of them?
There's some, yeah, just 30 of whatever.
30 of whatever the heck I can get my hands on.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
I
Stardew
mean, not
Valley
30 of
Fair is
whatever we can afford, because let's be real, we can afford a lot of things right now.
pumpkin. Or should I go
Yeah,
with more
sure.
eggplant?
No, let's go with pumpkin.
Bam. Ah! I had to take the metro to where I was going today. And I had to go
You know, I still,
basically all around town.
yeah. I mean, I still find it a shame that we don't have a metro here at my city. But then I realized, like, oh, yeah, that's right, my city is really small.
Yes, your
So
city
at the
is really
most,
fucking small.
I mean, to be fair, it's still a pretty big city. It's still a pretty big place.
It's big enough
But
that it requires has service from multiple bus lines.
yeah, but at its worst, we'll probably need only like 5 stops, right?
Yeah.
You put the seats in the chest.
Yes.
Cool.
I'm gonna go fish with my regular basic ass rod.
That's how they bite.
I hope so. Yeah, there's also one thing I can say about Assassin's Creed Shadows. It looks drop dead gorgeous.
It definitely does. It's just kind of a shame that I cannot run it on these settings that I desire, because you know I'm only human.
After all.
That's the one thing that I need to either get myself over or get that 50/70 because they are finally available at MSRP.
Well, hey! Hey, a tiger trout. Yeah, even on Steam Deck it looks decent.
Okay, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't have a Steam Deck mode.
It's Steam Deck verified, that's what it is.
Right, but does it have some default settings it applies
Not
if it's
sure.
detecting it's being played on Steam Deck?
Not sure.
Right.
They only tested if it ran on Steam Deck like 4 days before launch.
Might explain the late announcement on that. I mean, I do respect it when
Like,
companies go the extra mile for the
they
Steam Deck.
they didn't initially intend to support it.
Well, a lot of Ubisoft games don't, just purely because of the requirement of the Ubisoft launcher and, let's be real, probably some DRM stuff. I don't really see the Steam Deck verified badge on there. And on one hand, it's a damn shame, but on the other hand, I kind of expect them to. I mean,
Yeah,
Ubisoft is not one of those companies that I love, but I guess I defend them.
they do have some bad moves. By the way, they did move
Yeah.
their IP into a new subsidiary
And I really would support it, but they had to go to Tencent.
for funding. And let's be honest, Tencent really is just like, yeah, fuck it, we'll invest in anything.
Yeah, but that's also kind of the risk. Like from what I understand, they tend to be quite a scummy company, and we shouldn't be giving them as much power as they seem to have.
Yep.
Like I remember when the Logitech G Cloud came out, and there was a lot of I wouldn't say it was a controversy, but needing to requiring the player or user to agree to Tencent's terms was really scummy from them,
Mm-hmm.
and it people really didn't like it.
Come on, Logitech, you're a Swiss company. You should be championing privacy.
Wait, they are Swiss?
Yep.
Huh. All of a sudden, I feel a lot less worse about well, pretty much every hand of mine touching a Logitech product. I don't even know why at some point I just decided I was going to support Logitech. I guess I was just kind of against Razer because that was, in my mind, the sweaty Dorito crunching like gamer stereotype. Maybe that was why I didn't want to go with anything from Razer.
Meanwhile, Logitech felt sophisticated.
Yeah, I mean to be fair, Logitech, even though they have a gaming brand, for the most part they do.
Yeah, Logitech has never really
They also
done wrong by me.
they also do company stuff.
Yeah, they do
Like I
bit.
guess not.
Like, even the gaming gear is basically enterprise grade.
Yeah, I mean I'd rather have a Logitech than a Trust.
Hey, don't clown on Trust. What they have is they're cheap, and I think they're Dutch as well.
Either Dutch or German, but I still don't like the brand. Like if it's all you can afford, fine.
Trust is one of
But
those. Yeah, Trust has the benefit of they're cheap as hell.
yeah,
Logitech, they are. Yeah, they are just very much.
price
If you
quality.
have the money,
Logitech has price quality, like a
yeah,
really good ratio. Anyway,
yeah. If you have the money to spend on it, you cannot go wrong with Logitech. I am
yeah,
not
you can
sponsored, but I wish I was.
you can always trust Logitech.
Well done.
Yeah, just put
Good pun.
just put all your faith in the G. Well, a lot of people are out there putting their faith in X. G is a letter you can really trust.
Yeah, G is very useful. G is great.
Yeah.
X feels empty.
There is one thing I do want to point out about Logitech, and is that even though they have like a lot of gaming related gear, please just make a dedicated controller. Alright? The one controller that your company makes, and the one noteworthy thing about it is that it made a submarine crash. Like, come on, make a Logitech G controller.
Yeah. the the gamepads Logitech makes are under the F brand, or in the F series when it comes to branding, and they
I
don't
still don't
carry the
know why.
Logitech G logo.
I still don't know why. Like, just make a dedicated controller, guys.
Yeah, work with Valve if you need to.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure
Make
that opinion
work
is
with Valve
different
to
about
make the
that.
Steam controller.
Didn't weren't there like leaked prototype Steam controllers that leaked?
Yeah, but yeah, show Hori how it's done.
I mean, I still don't know why they would ever bother going to Hori. Like the one thing that Hori has is that they make controllers for your Nintendo Switch that are not 60 fucking bucks.
Yes. Now to go to
Like it was a Hori controller that I finished and played Breath of the Wild with, but that's all I could say about it. It was a wired controller. It had a turbo function, which was admittedly pretty good for Fury rushes or flurry rushes.
Yeah, just
What was it again?
it's Flurry Rush.
Yeah, it was pretty good for that, but I really do not see myself going back to that controller now that I have a dedicated, supposedly proper
Money.
controller.
Yep.
Hell yeah, it's raining. And we got wood from Robin.
Wahoo!
It doesn't seem like anything on the bottom field is harvestable. What about on the top side? No, it doesn't look like it.
Cheese.
Oh, you mind taking care of the shit.
The fire?
No, not the fire. In this chest right here, yeah, there's the milk pail. Go go
Gotta
milk
milk him.
Ringo and John.
That feels weird. It sounds weird, but time to get the milk.
Yeah. And let's be real, we're by far not the only people naming their barn animals after members of the Beatles.
Oh, I gotta go ahead and fill up the hay.
Oh right, John was the chicken. George is the cow.
Yep. They're in a way a little. Ringo's in the way. There we go.
You couldn't nudge him?
I don't nudge.
Alright.
Oh, I have the clim. I have the milk.
Is it regular milk?
Regular milk.
Okay, what about the chicken? Do they have eggs or large eggs?
Cheese. Running over to chickens. Oh, look. Sunflowers. Egg. Egg. Regular old egg.
Right.
Oh. Look at the little fin. The chickens are not doing well.
That's a shame. Well, yeah, I guess we should have taken more care of them.
No, I don't want to eat the egg. Wabam. Fish. That's all handled then.
Yep. Hey, you mind going to Robin for a second?
Yeah, sure. What? By the way, what are you expecting from the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct?
I'm expecting the Nintendo Switch 2 to be announced. I'm expecting
Or
it
at
to
least more
be.
details to be given about the Switch 2?
I'm expecting a pretty significant price hike, to be honest.
Yeah,
I would not
same here.
surprise if the Switch 2 is going to cost
Like
If
500.
it's well, okay, not 500. Like, I wouldn't say it's going to be Series X money, but I also wouldn't say it's going to be uh, PS5 money,
So, what do you want?
Series S money. How much does it cost to upgrade your house?
65K.
Right. Well, that ain't gonna happen then.
Most certainly not.
In that case, I'll spend some of our money on getting a better barn or a coop. Which would you rather have?
Let's upgrade the coop.
Upgrade the coop? Alright. It's going to cost 10k, by the way.
10K, that's okay. More. I am just kind of, yeah. I'm tracking's gone. Tracking's gone because I'm leaned backwards. Let's get up. One thing's for sure. After
Yep.
stream, I'm gonna dive right into bed. I think.
Yeah. No, I've been pretty, I noticed I've been pretty restless myself as of late. These kind of just seem to drag on, even though you don't do anything in them.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
What's up?
there's a little marker here.
Yeah, that's because it's going to be under construction soon enough.
Yay.
And I feel like after that we can upgrade the barn. All in due time, of course.
Ah. Fortune teller. Spirits are happy, and Gwyneth's horse. Ah, it's the Maki roll episode. Oh, the
Yeah.
fridge is like a. The fridge is a chest.
Yep. That being said, I do believe you can only house edible materials in there.
Probably.
Yeah. But I guess it's a good place to keep your, I don't know, cheese.
Cheese. Just straight up. Just cheese.
What a legend.
James May. James May is an absolute ledge.
Yeah.
He is a funny man.
I mean, you could make the argument that it's that he's one of the old legends from the BBC, because if you think about modern relevant people from the BBC, I think the only one that you think about is Philomena Kunk.
Yes. I mean, the only. I mean, it does make a lot of sense, doesn't it?
Yeah. And to be fair, I did really like the Netflix movie Kunk on Live. Like especially the part where she's like, why is it that that the Bible only has like 10 amendments when the App Store has 100 pages for the terms and conditions?
Good question.
And that the guy she's talking to is like, um, well, it's because according to the Bible something something something, and then she interrupts him and goes like, no, I meant the Apple thing. Like that really is my humor. I don't know why, but they managed to do it. They managed to make something that is exactly like 100% my humor.
Somehow they absolutely nailed it.
Yeah.
And then we have Doctor Who also returning soon to the telly.
Well, I mean, Doctor Who was one of those things that I was never too much into, but that's also because I kind of feel like, is it the kind of thing where you have to start with the very first to get the most out of it, or
There is
does it have
sometimes
like
just a bit
multiple?
of a recap.
Right, but if I want to get into it, I need to get into it from the very beginning.
I started with with the Doctor Who revival era from 2005, and even then I didn't start from the very beginning with Christopher Eccleston. No, I jumped in with David. I jumped in with the David Tennant episodes,
Right.
and I still get the lore. It's convoluted as hell, but hey.
Well, I mean, I guess
Mm,
we also have wikis if you really need to catch
with
up
this,
on the lore.
plus, a lot of a whole bunch of those episodes are very much can very much be self-contained.
So it's so there is a overarching storyline, but all the episodes can still be enjoyed separately.
Yeah, you don't really need that much of deep knowledge of the lore.
Well, that's good to know. So it's kind of like the British equivalent of Flick and Maastricht.
Hey, well, there is a whole bunch more time travel in it.
Right.
And
Yeah.
aliens.
Flick and Maastricht never really delved too deep into the time travel.
And also aliens.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that if Flick and Maastricht did that, there would be an episode where Wolf tries to resurrect, prevent Fleur from dying by the evil officer of justice. I cannot do this. This is the problem about being Dutch. The moment you have something to talk about from national television, you've got nobody to talk to about it.
Exactly, because a lot of stuff doesn't have it's harder. It's pretty hard to translate sometimes.
Yeah. I did I yesterday I did watch the watch a episode ahead because I am one of the 10 people who pays for NPO Start Plus. Basically, for those who don't know, NPO Start Plus, think
It's
BBC
basically
iPlayer but worse.
BBC iPlayer, but shit.
And well, worse because from what I can understand, BBC iPlayer also has its problems.
Yeah, BBC iPlayer you need a TV license for. Because yes, that's an entirely different can of worms that I don't want to get into.
Yeah, well, I guess that's one thing that the NPO does well then, because all I need to pay is $2.95 a month. Which, hey, for a streaming service, is actually pretty decent.
Wait, for the
But if
paid
it's a
version
streaming,
NPO Start
but
Plus,
if
do you still get ads on that $2.95?
no,
Oh,
no, there's
nice.
no
I get ster.
there's no ads. However, that's actually one thing because I did get an advertisement for a um I don't know what exactly it's called, but like uh I think it is it so called like referendum in English.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got a when I tried to watch the next episode of Flick and Maastricht, I got a like 5-second advertisement going go to this website to fill in a referendum to not have them save money on the NPO. That was kind of their thing.
Budget
And on one
cuts.
hand, yeah, because you might recall that in this current um,
Political climate.
political situation, they're kind of planning to save a lot of money on the
On the
on
public
public
broadcast.
television.
Yep. Because of its. Well, let's be honest. It has to be. Here in the Netherlands, it has to be neutral.
Yeah, and that was also kind of why I was disappointed, because on that website they put the names of um all the presenters, all the presenters backing it, and one of those presenters happened to be ON.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
The
Um,
bullshit
to
network.
keep to keep it very brief, ON, or Ongehoord Nederland, also translated to Unheard Netherlands, is is a presenter mostly known for um well, spreading bullshit.
Yes, and they are trying to impose it as news.
Yeah. And I guess by saying that I've already given my position on it, but
Yes.
believe me when I say fuck those guys. Like anybody who
It,
tries to take advantage of public ignorance should not be given an audience,
yep.
especially not one on TV. And
Where's the good axe?
I know that there is always going to be like the argument of, oh well, if what about radical right? What about radical left? What about radical left?
Shut up.
And that's a kind of thing where, like, I kind of get that argument. I
Well, that's
do,
the ad rev down the
but
drain.
that is not radical. That is not radical right. That is just bullshit. That is just conspiracy theories. What they're doing, they should not be given an audience.
Yep.
And yeah, I apologize about your ad rev.
Just the way I said it. Just yep. There's the ad rev down the drain.
To be fair, you don't.
I don't
If you
get
still expect to
much.
be, if you still expect to get ad revenue with
Oh,
me,
here.
who wanted Amaranth again? Oh yeah, Marnie wanted Amaranth.
Oh yeah. I think I need one then. Where the
There
heck
you go.
is Marnie? Marnie is over there, to the south of our base.
Yeah. Also, did you not notice my new hat?
Nice hat.
Thanks.
Thanks.
It fell from a tree.
Little blackberries. Hey, how's Root Farm doing?
Hell yeah, 500G.
1000G.
Well,
Wait,
combined, 1,000. Yeah.
wait. That's a Mega Drive. Look. That looks like a Sega Mega Drive.
That's probably intentional.
I
I also
swear I
like
saw a
how
SNES somewhere.
I also like how Marnie asked for an amaranth because supposedly their cows love it. But guess what you cannot do in this game?
Feed the cows an amaranth.
Yep. So I guess there's only one thing that we're gonna get out of it.
Money.
Money.
Loads of money.
Yep.
Sing a song of sixpence, a pocket full of dosh.
Oh, also I regret to inform you that I forgot to play Piano Man on Spotify like a quarter ago.
Ah, fuck. I forgot to. I forgot to as well. I mean, it's 9 o'clock on a Saturday. It was 9 o'clock on a Saturday.
Yeah.
The regular crowd shuffles in.
It's 9:16 p.m. on a Saturday.
Oh, well, there's always next week.
Well, no, because next week we'll just play the regular time.
Yes. Of course, I cannot. I don't play it on my. I don't play copyrighted music on stream.
Yeah.
Or at least, I don't play music that can get me hit with a DMCA takedown.
I mean, you know how much publishing companies love to get money.
Yep.
By any means necessary.
Loads of money. George. Jorg. Yeah, bit of Formula One news. Liam Lawson has been demoted back down to VCarb,
Right.
and Tsunoda has been
meanwhile
promoted
in
to the second seat.
and meanwhile in Stardew Valley news, we're gonna see what Clint can get me for this question mark. That's maple bar.
Hmm.
Okay, I guess that's good.
Oh boy, yeah. It feels, it feels kind of right to hear that Yuki Tsunoda is finally getting a promotion up to the main team.
Mm-hmm.
Yuki got promoted to Red Bull, and his first race in the main Red Bull team is his home Grand Prix.
I can see that as being pretty good.
Yeah, Japan. Kind of like if Max would have gotten promoted in ahead of Zandvoort.
Yeah. Oh, I actually went to a company the other day for a for a tour basically. Apparently there was a company that does the street sweepers in Zandvoort.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Rato, I
Nice.
think the name was.
Nice.
Like they had a presentation and they showed Zandvoort and they were asking who recognizes this location, and oddly enough I was the only one who recognized it because I saw a racetrack and I was like, yeah, there's gonna be Zandvoort, isn't it?
Nope. Also, there's
That would have
multiple
been
racetracks here,
something, but you know,
but Zandvoort is
only
the
one that
only
people,
FIA Grade 1.
yeah, only one that people really recognize.
And I actually have a friend in the UK who works at Red Bull now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, at Red Bull Racing.
What's the job?
Content executive in charge of socials.
Ah,
The social media man.
so like the guy from Red Bull who rose Elon Musk by mentioning his Path of Exile 2 account or something like that.
More like doing videos, writing articles
All right.
on the website, like that
Admittedly,
stuff.
I did.
He actually
Admittedly, I do
shared
feel like
in a Discord server I'm in with him. He posted a picture of 2 front wings.
ah,
I could immediately tell just saying the livery is of the RB21 and the V-Carbo 2, but it's modified to suit the shape of the RB7's front wing.
yeah.
So yes,
Also,
I
I guess
immediately notified. But yeah, I got it dead on. I got that dead on.
I also just realized that we had a rainy day and we didn't go fishing, so
We didn't fish.
there went our opportunity for a walleye. We'll have tomorrow, luckily.
Yep.
If it's going to rain tomorrow, could you check that?
On it. Yeah, I also have a little funny little light that actually balances and activates on impact.
Huh.
Cloudy with gusts of wind.
Damn it. All right, whatever. There will be
So yeah, I had it on
in due
the
time.
train home. I actually had it on the little table, so I could see when it actually how much it would how many times it would get thrown off balance.
Hmm.
Well, it got thrown off balance a few times, and when it hit the brakes hard, it basically fell over.
Yeah.
Only for it to just jump back up, trying to balance when the train came to a standstill. Pretty nice.
Alright, so you've probably heard about my job interview
Lego
at
store.
the Lego store. Unfortunately, bad news. Had a not positive reaction to them,
Oh,
which
what
well,
happened?
I guess they just didn't
Eggplant.
feel it. I mean, it happens. Just means that
Eggplant and corn.
I need to pursue a different
Career.
career.
Yeah.
Hang on. We've got yams. We've got grapes. What do we need again for the community center? Because there is a chance. Okay, pumpkin.
Where's the yam?
Oh, I've already got it.
Fall crops? Yam,
Okay.
pumpkin. Yeah, we just need pumpkin there.
We need pumpkin,
Animal
and then
bundle. We
we'll
need
need the animal
large
bundle,
eggs, large
and
milk, large goat milk.
we'll still need 2 items from the artisan bundle.
Yeah, which pomegranate. Damn it! I should have grabbed. I swear there was a pomegranate around here. There. I'm guessing pomegranates are foraging.
Something like that, I think.
It's time to sell this.
Wait, yeah, corn and eggplant, you can sell those.
All of those. Boom. Dosh.
Yeah, for the craft room, we'll just need the winter foraging, and for the pantry, yeah, artisan bundle, we need 2 items of those, fall crops bundle, so pumpkin, and the animal bundle. Which, that being said, you you mind taking a look at the animals?
Yeah, sure. One moment, whilst I go
Perfect.
grab the milk bucket. I've got the bucket. This
Perfect.
is a bucket. Big egg.
Oh, that's perfect. We can use those. We can use those for the community center as well. Then.
Yep. Gold star large egg, by the way.
Ah. And it seems like Robin is done with the coop. So you know what that means?
Large milk. Large milk.
That's not exactly what it means, but it means we can
No.
advance uh, to a better barn as well.
Yams. Time to go bundle time.
Yeah.
Look at me just schmoving.
20 pumpkin seeds. I feel like those would be appropriate to get.
Yes, as much pumpkin power, as much pumpkin as we can.
Yeah.
By the way, we need to make sure we can sell something at the market.
Oh, I already put the stuff in a chest.
I meant for the.
Oh, right, that is coming up, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. You mind picking up 15 more pumpkin seeds?
50?
20.
20. Got it. I'll sell this.
Yeah.
20 of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wanted to use an audio mixer, but look, I am using an Elgato Stream Deck Plus as my audio mixer now, because Logitech's software is not really built for it.
Mm. Anyway, you see that? You see that money?
Yes. There it fucking goes.
Yep.
I put the seeds in the box.
I promise there will be a day where it hurts less. But only
It.
because we've already got all the stuff.
Yeah, I know. It's loads of money. Probably.
Money to make money.
LODSOFAMONE. Which I spell loads of money. Probably. That's an old song. That's a Harry Enfield song. Just
Yeah, I know the one. They played it at Radar at one point.
yeah.
I think they were talking about some sort of financial platform for, not for crypto, but for like stocks for young
Stonks.
people who are just getting into it.
Yep. By the way, there is an incubator here now.
Yeah.
Well, bam! Here comes another ad.
If you can find 2 seats in one of the chests, you can put that on the automated field.
Yes. Mixed seeds.
Yeah. It's in the top right part. That being said, I'm pretty sure we had the foresight to start planting pumpkins from the very first day of fall. So that means that pumpkins are likely
On the menu.
due to happen.
Pumpkins are on the menu, boys.
Yeah. Now, don't forget to pet your cat.
Already did it.
Oh, you can pet it again, right?
Nope, only once per day.
Well, that's stupid. I mean, I pet my cat all the goddamn time.
Same here. Whenever I get the chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So have you been playing the Sims 2 Legacy Edition as of late?
No, not really.
Yeah, same here. I do find it interesting how it still keeps getting it still keeps getting like updates. So I'm glad that EA is committed to it.
Yeah. My Sims Cozy Bundle is also out now, I think.
Hmm. You didn't like that one, or the what it? You didn't like that one, right?
It's more like they should have just updated the original My Sims they had on EA on the EA app already,
Right.
and then make that one available to buy again.
Yeah, because one thing that I'm hearing a lot is that it's not that it's a scam, but it is really expensive and not worth its money.
I mean, I already have My Sims on
I mean, I didn't,
PC.
but I wouldn't be paying such a large amount for it if I'm not even sure I will like it.
Yeah, it should most. I would feel like it should most be a tenner because does it even have the online capabilities?
A tenner if you own the original.
Yes, upgrade fee. Let's go.
I feel like that is a more common trend nowadays, and I welcome it. Like as much as consumer with double O as it sounds, I do appreciate companies like Sony doing that kind of stuff instead of
Like just
um,
giving you
instead of
giving you a
just
way to
making
upgrade
it
to the
babies.
new to the remaster for a reduced fee.
I mean, I like that kind of stuff when they did it for Horizon Zero Dawn remake. I liked it when they did it for Last of Us Part 2 remaster on PS5. I liked it when they did it for Arizona Sunshine. And conveniently, all of those games I've yet to play.
I mean, I have
If you know,
Horizon Zero
if
Dawn
I
I on PC. I completed it on Steam Deck. Because yes, surprisingly, Zero Dawn feels like a good game to play on that system.
yeah, kind of makes me wonder if it was some some sort of lost PS Vita game.
Crow just got to another stalk of corn.
Happens. I mean, we haven't really put any scarecrows there. We just rely on the rule of quantity.
Hello again, Robin.
It's actually kind of funny that you bring up the Steam Deck because I'm thinking of finally biting the bullet and getting myself a handheld PC like thing. But I'm also kind of looking into the alternatives. Like I was looking at the ROG Ally, I was looking at the Lenovo Legion Go, I was looking at the MSI Claw, and I came to the conclusion which basically was, holy fuck, these things are expensive.
Yep. Oh, the
Like
Steam Deck is kind of the
the
cheaper one of
only
them.
the
Steam Deck is
only
kind
one
of
I
the
would
cheapest of the bunch.
yeah. No, but the only one I would really consider is the MSI Claw, but that's purely because of the because it has Intel Arc, and I'm actually quite curious about Arc.
Yeah, I'm also curious about it, but not curious enough to swap out the GPU in my computer.
Yeah, I mean B580 is a pretty good one, but is it an upgrade over the 3060 Ti, or is it a mean to play the game with about the same performance?
I mean, in my case, it's. I know for a fact that anything requiring that built on NVIDIA's stack is going to perform worse on anything that isn't an NVIDIA GPU.
Yeah.
Meaning anything using RTX Remix or specifically the RTX libraries.
I mean, as much as you can say, as much as people like to dog on Nvidia, there is a reason why when I built my brother's computer, I got him a 4060. There's a reason why I'm still using Nvidia cards, even if they are pretty obviously, for lack of a better word, the villain.
The villain. They are literally
And
Charles Lamau.
and that's not even an exaggeration. Like, they truly are a scummy company.
Yeah, NVIDIA is just... It's just making taking full advantage of their market leader position.
Yeah.
Large egg, but not
I
the...
do appreciate it, and I do appreciate the people who are out there purchasing AMD cards. Like, thank you for doing the one thing that I couldn't do.
Hell yeah, AMD is also doing pretty decently.
Yeah. Did the 9070 the XT go back to MSRP already?
I don't know.
Right.
I know. I'm guessing the Dutch retailers still haven't dropped the price.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of to be expected because, you know, contrary to popular belief, they absolutely are making money on that.
Yep, they are
Um,
raking it in.
did did the brown chicken or the brown egg? Do you have a large brown egg?
No,
Still not.
still not.
Okay. Shame.
It's irritating me. Imagine if they just had a little animation where you just go back and forth on this.
I mean, that would sound like a concerned ape thing to do.
It would be a very concerned ape thing.
Yeah.
They, therefore, you think, why isn't it?
Eh.
Concerned ape had the opportunity to do the funniest thing. Dimitri is just taking notes. Noted.
The water is still wet.
Meeting. Just,
So, did you happen to see Lubach's new show?
Yes, I did. Of course, I
Opinion?
usually watch it back. I normally watch it back on replay.
What are your thoughts on it so far?
It's interesting how he basically has different things for different days now. Like
Yeah.
the deep dive on Thursdays.
Well, I mean, those could still be one time events.
Yeah. And he had a
Like
special
that.
guest on Wednesday as well.
Yeah.
Sir Stephen Fry.
I mean, okay, it's interesting to see where the program is going, but at the same time, the one thing that I don't really like, and this is not necessarily a problem I have with the show itself, because well, at the end of the day, it's RTL, and they need to make money. But I discovered that apparently on Zego, if you're trying to watch back an episode of something,
You cannot skip through the
they
ads.
spe- they specifically mark the advertisements,
It's
so
unskippable.
they they make them unskippable. Yeah,
Same here on Odito.
I mean, I get it. They probably were forced by the broadcasters themselves to do that. Whether it's by deals of money or by legal action, I don't know. But I don't like that kind of approach.
Yep.
I get it, and they have every right to, but I don't like it.
I think it's time to milk.
I think it's too late to milk at this point.
Yeah, it's 5:40 in the evening. It's 5:40 in the afternoon.
Regular
And
crowd
it's
shuffles in.
Hmm?
Regular crowd shuffles in.
There's an old man sitting next to me.
That's quite creepy because you're in your house right now.
And at the Stardrop Saloon, it's a if I had a, I should have just. I'm just gonna walk over to Stardrop Saloon, just having fun.
Yeah.
Gonna go. There's a bag of M&Ms on my desk. And also several containers of mints. Come in, come in. I'm gonna give him a drink. Should I give him a beer?
Go ahead. I'm pretty sure that all the characters like beer except for minors, and only because they're not allowed to.
One, two, three, four. You're playing the arcade game?
Yeah. If my tapping noises didn't make that clear. You know, I've actually been thinking about arcade games within other games, and oh, wait, it's approaching, it's approaching. Let me just sit here. It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday.
The regular crowd shuffles
The
in.
crowd shuffles in.
There's a farmer sitting next to you, staring at the rack of drinks.
Lovely. You know, now that I think about it, what are your favorite like arcade games within other games?
I mean, classic Doom within Doom.
That's a good one. Although usually when I think about arcade games and Doom, my mind immediately goes to Turbo Turkey Puncher 3.
Oh, hell yes.
Now, that is a classic, but unfortunately, not one that qualifies, depending on who you ask. But I quite
Any
like
of the Sega look, the Like a Dragon series actually had arcade games in there as well.
Yeah, that's one that I do appreciate a lot. But what I also appreciate are the arcade games they put in Grand Theft Auto Online. I think those are also pretty fun. but also very clearly based on other arcade titles. Like one of the lineup of arcade games that's available in the game. Okay, reminder: go fishing today. Um, but one of the lineup of racing
Time to
games
fish.
they got
Pumpkins.
in. Oh, nice. One of the games they've got in their lineup is a series of games which are called Race and Chase. And if you know anything about
And that's the
Grand
original
Theft Auto
working
and its
title of
origin,
GTA.
that was the original working title. I think that's a very cool detail.
You know what this means, right?
I'm already heading to the community center because I've also got a large egg.
Large brown egg.
Yeah, well, it doesn't say if it's brown or white, but yeah, it's brown. How many have we got? 40, 50. Oh, we've got. Wait, how many are those?
47 of silver. 107.
Fucking Christ, we got over 100 pumpkins?
I'm gonna
I mean,
go
I guess.
fish.
I guess we could have seen it happening, but I
Bundle
really did not.
complete.
I really did not expect that. That it would be so much.
What do we give those?
Okay, so it seems like we'll need either pomegranate, peach, apricot, truffle oil, cloth, goat cheese, honey, or jelly. I feel like at this point,
The
either cloth
walleye
or goat cheese.
is in the river, right?
Yeah, I think so.
In that case, I'm going up the
Um,
river.
just to verify, what is your fishing stat?
Skills. Fishing. I'm level 7.
Okay, so we're both the same level then.
Yep, I'm on
You
fish
go at,
level.
you go at the mines. I'll go at the waterfall.
I have yoinked the iridium rod.
That's cool. I don't think it's that rod dependent anyway.
Time to fish.
That being said, now that I'm at it anyway, I might as well also get some replacement seeds. So we've got
I have a
1,
bite.
8.
Largemouth bass. Lovely bass.
Would it be cool if I get 120 pumpkin seeds?
Yeah, of course.
Perfect. I like how you're just going along with it, by the way. I mean, at this point you're used to it.
Bullhead.
At this point
Loads
you're
of
used
money.
to me spending loads of money to get loads of money. You learn to be patient.
Bullhead. Another chub.
Oh, you did not sell the pumpkins yet?
Nope.
Okay, well then I'm gonna just put them in the crate.
Another carp. Just
Come to think of it, didn't we purposefully like put a couple of the
walleye.
makeup on? Okay, well that's perfect. Didn't we make a couple of bars for the sake of turning them into sprinklers?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so for a quality sprinkler, we'll need iron bar, gold bar, refined quartz. So let's see what we've got on that. We've got 17 refined quartz, that's good. 44 gold bars and iron, we've got
Bundle complete.
4. Why do we have so little iron?
A glow ring. I just need a sandfish.
Yeah, for that one, we will need to, we'll need to go to the desert, which we haven't unlocked yet.
Yep. Wait, there are rivers in the desert? Editor, put in the joke. Who am I kidding? I don't have an editor.
I could be, but I'm going to cost you.
How much?
Outside of your price range, let me just keep it at that. Split screen already keeps my hands full.
The seagulls are normally just in a completely random arrangement. For example, like 3 in a row.
Hey, you mind still making a bit of a beeline for the community center?
Yes.
I want to check something. Yeah. It's time.
Money. Loads of money. Here comes the money. Money talks. Here comes the money.
To be
Money,
fair,
money,
you
money,
could
money,
also,
money, money,
you
money,
could
money.
also put it towards getting your house upgraded, but no. Tomorrow we fish.
Chocolate cake, quality fertilizer, lightning rod, and a crystallarium. It's the bus has been. This house was empty for years. The trees moved in, and so did we. The bus is gonna get fixed.
You know what that means? It means that Pam will be having work again.
Pam has a job again.
Well, I mean, technically, she always had a job. But
What? I missed it? 2 stars. Also, dimsness.
president looking fucker.
Purple mushroom, a nautilus shell. Duck feather, red cabbage. Chest bundle just needs a truffle.
Yeah. Can you believe that we're almost there?
Yeah.
I mean, we're not. Make no mistake. The truffle is likely going to be the one that really holds us back. Because once it's winter, yeah, we'll have enough to get a proper barn. But by that time, we haven't exactly got the room for. We haven't really got the optimal temperatures for the pig to roam around now, do we?
So for a pig to rummage.
Yeah,
I also have the crystallarium.
lovely. Um,
I'm putting it down by the body ovens.
all right, and
And
we
I'm
can
putting the
put
lightning rod here.
yeah, and in the crystallarium we can put a jade.
Because jade does make a lot of money.
No, because jade is really useful if you're going for the skull caverns.
Ah,
Because on some days a jade will get you a staircase. So staircases means that you can quickly reach the bottom, or well, the bottom. You can get pretty deep in them.
yep. Time to sleep. I think it's a plus. I think we're at the 2 hour mark, by the way, for the stream itself. For the on the broadcast
Final
timer.
final day.
Yes, final day.
All right. That means we can finish the fish tank.
We can finish fish tank. Level 9 farming. Level 8 fishing. Money.
If I wouldn't know any better, I'd say we could use the iridium for the sprinklers, but no, we really shouldn't. Oh, that's right. I should have kept 9 of those pumpkins aside. Whatever. We can buy them back. No problem. Or
Hey, the
I could just
Stardew
take
Valley
these
fairs.
or I could just take these pumpkins that are here.
Perfect timing.
Yeah. It's almost like the game knows.
I am going to the desert.
You cannot go just yet. There is a bit of a wait. I think at
Pam only arrives
10
at 10.
a.m. You can go there. But
Also,
that's good because that means you can tend to the animals.
yes, let me grab the milk bucket. So, will you go ahead and water the crops?
Yeah. I don't know why you have the higher farming to go, considering I do more of the watering of crops. But hey, I'm not salty about it. I'm just really fucking pissed.
Ooh, food needs to be handled.
Hmm? Oh, you were talking to the cows.
Wait, are we out of hay?
No? But it's
I
only
just
two
said.
cows.
Yeah, but I'm
So you only
filling it
need
up.
to fill up with 2 pieces of hay.
I'm filling it up so we have a buffer.
That being said, I do recall the final coops and barn having an auto feeder in them. So that's good.
But yeah,
Like
I
I've
can
got
sell this now,
I've
right?
got 5
Or should I use the large milk for the cheese?
use a large milk for the cheese. I've got 5 gold star pumpkins. I got 4 gold star grapes. We should go for variety, however.
We need egg.
Egg would be good, but for now, just put the cheese in there.
Oh, is it in the?
No, I sold I sold some of the stuff, including the cheese.
Well done. You go. Can you go get it back?
We've got a whole bunch of other stuff we can put in there.
Apples.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I do admit that
We
I
have
didn't
free
realize
eggs.
that we were holding stuff back for that. But yeah, we've got options. Okay, so next to the bee house, I'm putting the gold star grapes and the gold star pumpkin. We've got a gold star large egg, so that's good. Um, yeah, I guess we'll see what we can do, what we're gonna do with that. I also feel like we could put one of the coffees in there.
Yeah, I mean we could.
Yeah. No, it's gonna be fine, just fine.
Pam's here.
Yep.
It's time to ride the bus. Okay. I may have
Yeah,
just
that was a
disjointed
weird
my
beep.
movement.
Welcome to the desert.
Whoa there, buddy.
Which I'd be just a bog standard fish. Okay, sandfish, got it.
Sandfish, got it.
Gonna be harvesting some coconuts.
You go ahead and
Some
harvest the
catfish
coconuts. I'm gonna
scales.
finish the. I'm heading back to Stardew.
Okay.
The bus. I'm gonna go ahead
Oh
and
shit,
quickly.
Emily's here.
What? What? Oh.
Yeah.
It's time. Oh, a dish of the sea. We are happy to help. It's not our house after all. Free stars.
Oh yeah. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna do something very irresponsible, and it's mostly irresponsible because I don't have my sword with me. You know, this really is very irresponsible. Can I can I maybe use a scythe to
Next
Oh
stream,
yeah,
this is gonna be gone.
yeah. Now, to be fair, it's kind of one of the more useless bits, if you ask me. I um, I feel like the bridge repair is more useful, but unfortunately, that does require it to be winter, or us getting very lucky with the well, with a lot of things.
I mean, look at all those materials.
Yeah,
Just
and the
ripe for
cobblestone, of
them.
course.
Look at those materials, just ripe for the picking.
Yeah. Hey, could you take a look at the farm and see if there is some stuff that you can donate to Gunther? It's probably already too late for it, but good
Who
to know.
knows? It's good to know for next time. Oh,
Yeah,
look, the Gold Star cheese is ready.
perfect.
Stuff. Milk. River jelly. Mineral ornaments. Bone.
Also, one thing I should remind us of before we start next time, because we got the better barns and coops, not the best ones, but the better ones. We should probably
Nothing for the Gunfer.
get better animals. Unfortunately, Marnie was closed.
It is literally just a chest.
Really, you can even store non-food items in there?
Yes. I tried with the milk bucket and the iridium rod.
Crazy.
I was crazy once.
I mean, depending on who you ask, you still are.
Yes.
So am I, by the way. Like, that stigma is never going away. And if they want to think you're crazy, then let them think, right? No point trying to prove them wrong if they're going to see whatever bit as quote-unquote evidence. Because that's the evidence they want to see. Because people can be really stupid.
I'm gonna dive into bed.
Yeah, I'm going with you in a second.
Oi.
Well,
Button.
not with you, but
Excuse me.
going to bed myself. Because my character is a bit tired.
Yeah, he's a bit eepy.
Just a bit.
He is very much an eepy lad.
And once the stream is done, maybe I'm gonna hit the sack as well. Not to sleep, but so I can finally watch Saving Private Ryan.
Ah, yes. Egg.
I spent the first 25 years of my life never seeing that movie. And constantly hearing people say how good it is. So on one hand, it's finally time for me to watch a movie now that I have it. But on the other hand, it's going to be a damn shame that I no longer will be able to say that I'm the guy who never seen Saving Private Ryan.
Yes. And afterwards, you need to watch the Master Movie short, just Saving
Oh,
Private
I know
Hank.
the Mouse movies. I know the Mouse movies version.
Yes. He gets.
Kent die
He's
niet op
still.
Henk. Hij is kaal, lelijk
Well,
en ik
I
krijg er
got
geld
what
van
for
hem.
him. Ja, ja, parlez-vous een beetje, Henk.
En we hebben het geld toegehouden.
Yeah.
Voor die,
It's an
voor die
entire.
cult
That's a
Among
Dutch
Us.
joke. It's an
Yeah.
old Dutch joke.
Alright.
Did you hear
And
that?
hear what?
Chicken.
Alright.
It's day 16 of fall.
Let's get a quick final look before we shut down. Look at that. It's a beautiful day, and we've got
Nothing. Oh, I'm still on your POV.
yeah. Also, before we stop for today, I guess Twitch is prompting me to do this. So
There we go.
here.
Oh, don't. There we have it. Month 8. Real Real 2 bonk. As for the raid out, let's do dashboard twitch.tv/u/ my username and stream manager. Yes, I know the URL off the top of my head. Help me.
Yeah, I mean, there's a handful of URLs that I know on top of my head. I know the coordinates of my house on top of my head.
How?
Hmm?
Well, why do you?
Well, it's pretty simple. You see, it's my password, so if my address leaks, not only do people know where I live, but they also know my password.
Oh god.
Please don't dox me.
Don't worry, I won't.
Alright, all jokes aside, you have fun with your raid, and I'm going to have fun with my
It just
thing.
lights back on.
Yeah.
There we go. Let me tap that. Tap the light back to turn it off. Why don't we go ahead and say... Let's go say hello to Reliable. They're not playing... Reli's not playing Stardew this time. They're doing... Reli's doing art. See you all tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Bye-bye.